Hi everyone, this is my channel. My name is Trevor Hall, and this is my first video. So, about me. I come from a very small town, not very large at all. In Oregon, it's just a 3A school, and even then we're kind of pushing it as far as how small we are. I have played sports since third grade. I have gone to school, and I have never always been a straight A student except in elementary school, which that doesn't count. So my grades have always been decent though. I have a small bit of property that I live on. We are always working on it. We are always making improvements, and you can probably hear my cat meowing his head off. Um, yeah, I mean, I come from a farmland kind of town. I could probably look out my window right now and see cows. So there's benefits to living out here in such a pretty area. And, I never take for granted for a single day just how pretty the area I live in is and just how awesome also the community is. I come from a very tight-knit community. Everyone is friends. Everyone protects each other. And you should see the sports games. We may not have a lot of people, but you should see the amount of energy and spirit and enthusiasm our sports have. It's crazy. Just the amount of support I've received from the community since I've moved here is just incredible. There's really not much to me. I just graduated. It's a lot of fun. Very exciting, kind of nervous, but not in the traditional sense. I'm nervous for the fact that I don't know exactly where to start yet. So that leads me into my next point, that this channel is for people who come from backgrounds such as myself that may have big ideas, big business ideas, big ventures and plans. And maybe they don't have a lot of ideas, but they do have big ideas. And they do have ideas, but they don't necessarily have the resources to move on these ideas. And they don't necessarily know where to go with these ideas. And I kind of saw this myself growing up, that I had all these business ideas and I had all these, not always invention ideas. I do have some every once in a while, but I'm not a creative mind. I'm more of a big picture kind of mind. And coming from the background that I come with such a small school, our curriculum doesn't always extend to those sort of students that have these ideas and these big picture minds. And I'm not trying to brag or flaunt myself as some, world-changing creative mind here, but my mind has definitely outgrown the resources of my community, if that makes sense. And I noticed that my community didn't really have the resources for these kind of people because none of them are. I think the only big business people here are farmers. They have whether they're growing crops or livestock, it's just the farmers around here. We don't have any franchise owners. We don't have any big, McDonald's owner. Like, they don't own their own locations, or they don't own like Dutch Brothers. They don't own, their own things other than farms. And which is fine. I mean, they make a lot of money on farms, but they suffer a lot, whether it's because of the weather, or they suffer because of bad seed, or they suffer because maybe their cows all got sick this year, or maybe, I don't know, whatever it is. It's very volatile. It's not very reliable as a source of income, I think, because one year it could be a lot of money, one year it could be hardly any at all. And that's really hard to work with. My ideas usually follow along the path of startup businesses. I really love startup businesses, and I want to start so many of my own. It's crazy. And also big franchises. Systemization is, I think, the key to any business's success. They say that 80% of businesses fail, while 80% of franchises succeed. So that kind of led me into, okay, so franchises, business, what exactly? So I looked into franchises more specifically, and I found that, for example, McDonald's. McDonald's is amazing because of the sense that it's not so much based on burgers, making burgers and food service, as I'm sure we all know, because McDonald's, I mean, let's face it, their food and their employees are just awful sometimes. Their business is on real estate, right? So they have a certain system on how they buy real estate and where they buy and where they put their locations. And even though the service and the food isn't good, the systemization, even in every individual store, is amazing because there's always a certain system how to make a burger, how to make a smoothie, how to use a cash register. They have little pictures and buttons. It's so easy that anyone could do it. It's possibly the most ultimate system of systemization, and I would one day like to see myself in control of a business or businesses much like McDonald's. Maybe not as big because it's only in my lifetime. I don't know if I could ever make something that big in my lifetime. Perhaps. I mean, I'd hope so. But I want to see myself at the head of these corporations, whether I buy into them and take them over, or I maybe I buy so many stocks, and I might not buy into them and take them over. That's not what I meant, but maybe I could, have so much control over a company from when it starts. That's what I mean. Maybe I can invest in a company early on and start there. Maybe I can just start on my own. That would be a lot of fun. And like I said, I have lots of ideas. I just don't exactly know where to start yet. So I'm probably rambling. Anyways, this is a channel in response to my lack of resources growing up with the big ideas that I have had and not exactly knowing what to do with them or exactly where to go with them. I think my only resource would probably be my own family, because I do have family in accounting and finance and numbers, but they don't have the same big business ideas. They don't have the same big mind mentality that I see myself developing. Also in the schools, just a quick side note, in the schools, they don't train you for business. They don't train you on success. They train you how to get a job, which I hate working for other people. I don't ever want to have a job for the rest of my life, even though in some cases it is necessary. They also train you not always for a job, but for more school. They train you for more school. And when you go to college, they train you to specialize. For the most part, you can always take like business and economics and statistics and finance and all these other classes. But for the most part, people who go to school to be a doctor, they are trained to be specialized. When they are specialized, when they first get out of school, okay, they can move around a little bit. But say they go back to school some more. They want a next promotion, so they have to go back to school for another 2 years, whatever. And they get promoted. They get this new position. Well, they're so specialized in their field now, if they're fired, they don't know where to go. They're overqualified for all these lower positions that they'd worked up in before and will have to possibly take a cut in pay. Or they're so specialized that when they do get fired, there is no more job opportunity for them in the position that they previously held. So, those are just minor examples of reasons that I'm not a fan of school. And I just, there was no resources for me growing up that were there to help me pursue my big ideas and my dreams. So this channel is in response to all of that. It's not so much as a teaching device, because I myself am just starting, and I do not know what the heck I'm doing so far. I'm studying every day. I'm doing research every day. I am always studying the market. I'm always studying business strategies and ventures, and everything and anything that I can. And anything from systemization to investing to startup businesses. I watch Shark Tank just for fun because I like TV. That's always on TV. So things along those lines, I'm almost always dabbling in. Real estate. Real estate's one of my big ideas that I have. I plan on taking over this whole area I live in because it is such a pretty area. In the next 10, 15 years, I'm willing to bet that there's going to be a major influx of people here coming into Oregon, living in this area, and I need to capitalize on that as soon as possible. So, real estate, definitely a good idea. Very big on my priority list. So, that's basically it. This channel is not so much as a teaching device as it is an update device. It's more of a vlog kind of thing. And hopefully I can get better equipment because I'm only using my phone at the moment. And I can't really edit anything yet because internet out here is just awful. Just awful. So I can't really upload anything from a computer because my computer's awful. So hopefully I can inspire other people from the same background as myself. That's what this channel is also meant to do. It is meant to inspire other people from like backgrounds, maybe small towns, not a whole lot of resources to rely on for their ideas, and they don't want to get stuck in a job for the rest of their life. So hopefully I can inspire. If I can inspire just 2 or 3 of you out there, then this channel would be a success. Honestly, that's my main goal, is to just inspire some people out there that can come from their humble beginnings and reach out into, into their lives with their huge ideas, and they can start their own businesses or do whatever they want to do. They can achieve their dreams, their big dreams that their small towns possibly didn't allow them to do. With that, I bid you adieu. I say goodbye, and hopefully there are many more videos to come. Hopefully I didn't ramble for too long. I know this is a long video already, almost 12 minutes, I'm sorry. I don't have editing software yet, but I'm working on it. So hopefully these videos will be cut down to manageable bite-sized chunks. I do apologize. So, adios. Appreciate your time. Please subscribe. Appreciate it.